Okay, I'm just thinking of things that I can remember, like fond memories that just kind of come up when I have worst moments, like really bad moments in my life. I think of this particular thing where, because my dad, he used to drink, he used to party, everything. He's a Muslim. So, but a few years later, a few years before, sorry, he had a big fight with his best friend. And his best friend kind of insulted my mom. And he punched him. And then a few weeks later, he heard that he died. So then my dad heard about it and he was like, oh shit, obviously he got into a bit of a crisis. And then he found out a few months later, he found out that his best friend, who is our neighbor, had skin cancer. And you don't recover from skin cancer because it's all over your body, right? And then he went for Hajj in Mecca. And then he became all pious and everything. So for me, it's this kind of, my life has become, separated. When I think about my life before and my life before before my dad's, pilgrimage and after my dad's pilgrimage, it's different. Before my dad's pilgrimage, we had, music in the house. We had, Frank Sinatra playing on Sunday morning and all that stuff. And now, I wake up and it's religious TV. And it's okay, because it's my dad and it's who he is. But then, whenever I have a special day, like now when I won the second place for the award, I always text him and be like, can we have that dance? And what I'm referring to is the dance that we would have every Sunday morning when I was young, where he would play the Platters. It's this African American band, and we would dance to it every Sunday morning. And so whenever I do something great or I get a good grade, I'm like, can we dance? And he'll get it. He's like, okay. He'll know what I'm talking about, because that's the fond memory I have of him before he became this religious, pious person.
So how did it affect your relationship with him?
Well, he's my dad, and in my family we kind of, I look at a lot of, I don't want to black box people, I don't want to generalize, but in a lot of European families there's a bit of a separation within the child and the parent. But with us it's if your dad becomes this, you become that as well. So he would often make jokes and be like, when are you going to cover your hair? When are you going to do this and that? And I'm like, I'm never going to do it. I still like beer, I can't be wearing a headscarf and drinking beer. But it's affected our relationship in a way that I've had to try to kind of find a compromise. So when I'm with him, I have to do things that he loves and do things that he wants. So we go to the mosque and we pray and all that kind of stuff. But then, I don't know, it's a bit hard when we do that whole Sunday morning dance. When I'd be I get a good grade and I go home and I'm like, can we do that dance? And we dance and I can feel this kind of reluctance. He feels he's kind of slipping back into that old person and he doesn't want to be that person. And I feel bad because I'm pushing my dad to be this person that he doesn't want to be. But then, even though I think it's a better person, the free, more artistic person that he was, but it's not who he wants to be. You know what I mean? Oh, talking about my dad, I feel like crying. Yeah, oh my god, I forgot to smoke.
So, the question I always ask at the end is, what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story. The moral of the story is that I think, because I've gone through a lot of stuff with ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, everything, and the amount of pain that I felt is nothing, I can't even compare it to anything, but the things my parents and my family have always been there for me. And as much as I don't appreciate their change, they appreciate mine because I'm their child. And the things that I go through with drug abuse and everything, and they embrace me. And I think that with this kind of change, it teaches me how to be it's fine that you want to change, even though it's something that I'm against, something I don't understand, but I'll still be there for you. For me, family is everything. It's I don't even know, it sounds so overrated and so common. Family literally is everything. Yeah.